Okay, so hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for today's episode of Maker Monday Morning Coffee and Crochet. And I just have to wait for all of my friends to go from the first, hey Naomi, hey, boy, I could not get that thing to switch. Okay, so we tried doing our live, and apparently started the live in, what do you call it, portrait mode, and it would not let me switch midstream to landscape mode, which makes sense. You don't want to switch midstream. Hey, Connie, what a Monday. How are you? I'm going to drink some coffee and we're going to wait for some more friends to come on. I tried going live already once this morning and it did not work. So, bless them. They got to come back. Hey, Alice. Was that weird? Just like dumping everybody? Mm, I need coffee. So let's see. We've got Alice and Connie and Naomi. And who else is here yet this morning? I don't know. I am so sorry for, here we go, drop single crochet. Yes, we do. It is where you go a row below. Yes, a drop. You go to the stitch directly below, and then you do a single crochet up top. Good morning, Cozy Cornelius Corner. Christy, I'm going to say Christy. Christy's Cozy Cornelius Corner. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning. Happy International Crochet Day to everyone. Thank you, Christy, for letting me know. Yes. That was a brain test this morning. I guess I passed one thing at least, right? One thing. Yay. So Connie was asking what a dropped single crochet was. And I believe that it is where you go to the row below and do a single crochet. Of course, you'll have to pull it up and then do a single crochet, and you kind of loop that. So if I am incorrect, please correct me, but I believe that that is what a dropped single crochet is. And ta-da, that's my belief, my understanding. If I am incorrect, please correct me, because we don't want to give wrong information out. Happy crochet day. Woo! So exciting. Mm. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Aha, Naomi says she feels the fall in the air and she loves it. I don't feel anything in the air yet this morning. I wish I did, but I think it's just as monkey out, but I'm not sure. Oh, don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Woo, woo. And what is in your cup this morning? I have my trusty coffee, and I really want to guzzle it, but I do not want to choke. Gosh, I was in the middle of this really weird dream when my alarm woke me up. I don't remember what it was. Probably a good, oh, I do remember. I was on a train. But I wasn't just on a train. I was like on a train. We were going up and down the, I don't know, up and down the tracks, and so weird. Do you ever have weird dreams when you wake up and you're like, really? That's what I decided to dream about? So, last night, today is Maker Monday, so we're going to get into that in just a minute. I have two things to share with you. Alice, are you able to have that link that I sent you handy for the sweater that I started? I started a sweater. Can you believe it? I started a sweater. It's a 5T, so size, 5 toddler size. So hopefully it won't take me that long. I got the front half 2 rows from being done. And so I'm real excited about that. And I'm going to show it to you in just a minute. But I want to have the link handy. And it is something about, see, and I just looked it up right before we came live, and then all that kerfuffle happened. Naomi says it's 54 degrees Fahrenheit this morning. She's got her coffee and she's working on a market bag. Whoa, good, good. That is awesome. Oh my goodness. I can't wait until it gets a little cooler out and I can actually take it outside. Thank you. Hooked on Homemade Happiness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah, 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 Alice. That is wonderful. Okay. Ooh, who's getting some hot tea? Connie is fixing to either make her some coffee or hot tea. She can't decide yet this morning. And so that is awesome. Awesome. Yay. Yippee yay. Thank you, Alice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so Alice just threw the link for the project that I'm working on right now. And it is from Hooked on Homemade Happiness. Hey, Lori. She's just lurking around. She's making hubby breakfast, French toast with fried bananas and coffee. Woo. Fried bananas. Yummy, yumma. Is that to go on top of the French toast? Yummy, yummy, yummy. We're on our way, Lori. Make some more. That sounds delicious. Connie is working on a fall gnome. She's converting a pattern to make it fall. Yay. You know that's going to be pretty. Oh my goodness. Connie is really into gnomes thanks to our very own Roberta. She got her, was it Roberta that got you hooked on gnomes, Connie? I think it was. CCL Food. Yes, we are on our way. And Naomi says, Lori, she's coming too, so she'll be right over. Put some on for a couple more people because, you know, you got company coming. Yeah. So we are excited. Awanda's on her way too, Lori. Yeah. We love French toast and fried bananas. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Because I'm sure it's in butter. Oh yeah, and we're liking it. We're liking the sound of it. That is for sure. For sure. I'm having a sleepy Monday morning because I was up way too late last night. And oh yes, yep it was. Okay, cool. Cool, Connie. Okay, Lori says, okay, coffee is always on. And she has tea also, gluten-free too, for those who need it. So she's like a short order cook here. She's gonna like make us all happy. Coffee, tea, regular toast, gluten-free toast, whatever you want. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. So yeah. So hubby, you know, he went to sleep. I was trying to go to sleep. And oh, Alice, love me some butter. I know, right? So I got out my trusty neck light. Got out my trusty neck light, and I'm sitting in bed. Got my neck light on. Actually, 2 of them on low was too bright because I had it right in front of me and it was dark room and it was shining like really bright. So I just turned one on. First I had this one on and it was shining that way while husband was over on that side. So it was kind of like reflecting off the wall. So I turned that one off and I turned this one on so it would go this way. And oh, Connie says Sophie, her cat, kept her up a lot last night. She stole your pillows. She wouldn't budge. You'd move her and she kept coming back. That sounds like my cat. Daphne's creative touch. Good morning, Daphne. It's good to see you. Good morning and welcome. And yeah, Lori says butter yum. Yes. So yes, so I was kind of reclining in bed and I'm doing this and I'm looking up at the ceiling and I see the reflection of my hands and the crochet hook and the yarn and I'm like, that is fascinating. So I could see the shadow, not reflection, but shadow, right? I could see the shadow of the movements on the ceiling, and I was like, So, yeah. Anyway, that was fun. And so I got all the 2 rows done on the front panel of this sweater. I didn't video it, and I should have, but I couldn't figure out how to, but I'm going to try tonight, okay? Because I loved the way that looked. Or maybe I'll close the curtains and I'll try it today. I don't know. And, oh, she said, Sophie stayed on her pillows the whole night, kept trying to get her to go on your back. Yes, I know. I know, those silly cats, you know, they have a mind of their own, and they just do what they want, don't they? And if they don't wanna, they don't do it. It's true. It's true. Sometimes you can coax them, or like, you know, like, come on, kitty, like that, you know, but most of the time they're like, I ain't doing it. Now go on now, get. That's what they say to you, right? I'm comfy on this pillow, you just go on and get. Oh my goodness. Whereas a dog, they're like, what do you need? Where are we going? What are we doing? It's true. It's true. My Rosie girl, if I get up to get a drink, you know, get some water, get some iced tea, get a Diet Coke, get a Gatorade, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Oh, you know, I get up. Oh, where are we going? Oh, we're going in the kitchen? Okay. Okay, what are we going to get? And then she sits there and waits. She's like, are we getting food? I don't know. Your cats are perfect. That's true. I would never, ever get rid of my kitties because I love them so much. But yes, my Rosie girl, she's special. She's like, what are we doing next, Mom? Okay. All right, I'm here for you. I'm your support animal. Remember, your emotional support animal. She really is. She really is. So then I get a drink and we come back in. She's like, oh, okay, we're going to sit back down. Okay. So then she sits, and she practically sits on my hip here because she's like so close, right? And yeah, she's something else. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah. So I mean, they're all a little different, but they're all very special. So yeah, my shadow girl wasn't feeling well night before last because I have been trying to keep the bedroom door open and kind of integrate the cats. She doesn't care about Rosie. She ignores Theo. She hisses at him, but he's like, whatever. You know, he doesn't even care if she's in the room or anything. So anyway, I've been trying to kind of integrate them. Well, she went out in the hallway. She went and found the other cats. Yes, I will. Oh, I'm going to repeat it right now. And so she went out there and she ate some of their food. Well, you know, she has pancreatitis and she's on a special food, which we have not deviated from since she had her really bad bout. And so she hid away for like 24 hours. She hid in this closet right here in this shiffer robe. And she would come out every now and then, but not very. Allie is your hisser. Oh, Allie girl likes to hiss. Yeah, she's a hisser too. Yes, Awanda, keep me on track. All right, coffee. Had a fresh bout of coffee here. I'm going to show you this sweater. And Alice just dropped the link for this sweater. It is so easy, guys. So easy. And I'm loving it. Now, it looks really big. Look at this. It looks really big. But, you know, it's a sweater, and it's a roomy sweater. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be too big. But, like, this goes from up here. This almost fits me. Almost. Not quite. So this is actually supposed to go down the arm like this much. So like her little head would be like here, right? And So like this much. I mean, the sleeves come down, the arms come down a little bit like this. So if you wanted to make this as just like, you know, a mid top, you could do that, like mid season top. And you could do that. I've seen a lot of them like this, but this sweater has arms, and the arms go in a, they go in the round. And, but anyway, this is so pretty, and I just loved it. So this is the bottom part, you know, and it's got a little band. It's loose fit, so it's not real tight like on the child. This is a 5T, and so it's going to be big and roomy, and I needed to do 28 rows of double crochet, and I think I'm on 26. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23, 24. I'm on 24. So, yay. I think I thought I was a little further, but, you know, a little loopy by the end of the night. So I'm not sure. I think this is going to be really big. I don't know. So I'm holding out judgment on how big it is until I actually get it made. This is the front half, and then you make a panel that is just like this for the back half. And, you know, you leave enough for the head, and then you stitch the shoulders, and then you stitch down the sides, you whip stitch, and then you've got your sweater. So, like I said, if you wanted to, you could do this and then like do a single crochet around the neck and around the arm, and you could be done, right? But this one has long sleeves with cuffs on them, so I'm really excited about that. Excited about the cuffs, but look at that, it's so easy. And basically this is only 5 stitches wide, so it's not really that wide. Each end has a single crochet, and the middle is a single crochet back loop only. So I'm excited about that. And so I wanted to try it. Yeah, I wanted to try it. So let's do a okay. Oh, I got some cat hair on here. Let's get that off. Okay, let's do a pumpkin. So what we're going to do, I'm giving instructions for a pumpkin, the same kind of instructions that I gave before. So what you're going to do, it's so easy. So you can make your pumpkin any size you want. Basically, you can make it from the largest pumpkin you can think of. It's going to take a lot of yarn. Be prepared. It's single crochet back loop only, so it's going to take time. Be prepared. To the smallest, okay? So you can make this in any yarn with any hook. Just make sure your hook is smaller than the suggested size of hook for your project. So for my pumpkin here, I don't know where my pumpkin went, but anyway, it we had a request for how to make the pumpkin that we made a couple weeks ago. So what I would do is probably, now with a 4-weight yarn, the lowest I go is a G hook, 4.0 millimeter, because an F hook just makes it too hard for me. And it is plenty tight enough, so that's not a problem. So what you're going to do is take into consideration that the top and the bottom are going to be gathered, okay? And so you are going to crochet however many chains to make it however tall you want, okay? So let's make a really quick short one. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to make a really small one, okay? you're going to go second chain from the hook, and you're going to single crochet. So the first row is just single crochet. The whole thing is single crochet, but once you get this first row done, you are going to back loop only. And so here we are. Dun, dun, dun. And this won't take long at all because dun, 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 it is so tiny. But listen, on my other ones, I did like 20. I've done 30. I've made them bigger. This one is going to be very tiny. Look, because it's going to curve in. It's going to be a mini. So if you want, just realize that you're going to leave this much for the curve in, this much for the curve in at the top and the bottom, about an inch maybe, depending on how big you're making it. And so like a good 20 will make a small pumpkin, and 15 will make a medium. And then, but the taller they get, the taller you want to make it. The bigger the pumpkin, the longer the chain to begin with. Once you get to the end of that, you're going to turn your work. Chain 1 does not count. And then you are going to go into back loop only, and you're going to do back loop only, single crochet in every stitch, including that first stitch. And you are going to keep going until the width, you're going to have like a rectangle, okay? And the width is going to be big enough to wrap around and make a good sized pumpkin for the height that you have. Now this one won't take long because I just made it a little tiny mini. I mean, like, this is a bite-sized pumpkin, like a 1 bite and done. And so every time you're at the end, you turn, single crochet, and then back loop only. And I think this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I should have 9, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, because I started out with 10, a 10 chain, and then I went into the second chain from the hook, so that should give me 9 single crochets. So what that's going to do is give you the ridges. Your small ones were 15 stitches, yeah. And then you did 20, 25, 30, and 35. Yes, see, you can have all different sizes, and they really are fantastic because you make them whatever size you want, you make them whatever color you want, and then you just fashion a little tendril at the top and a little stem, and there you go. But this is the basis right here for your pumpkin. You just turn your work, single crochet or chain 1, and then single crochet back loop only in every stitch around. And you just, once you can start bending this and forming it into a cylinder, you can see whether it's going to be wide enough. They have skinny pumpkins, they have fat pumpkins, they have tall pumpkins and short pumpkins. Pumpkins come in every size and every shape, just like people do. And so you can make your pumpkin any size or any shape you want, but you just keep going back loop only until it is a rectangle that you can hold this way and wrap end to end, and then you just they are adorable, aren't they? Hey, Judy says, hey Judy, good morning. Judy says she stacked hers, added fall floral for your Thanksgiving centerpiece. Nice. That sounds so lovely, Judy. I love that idea. So just keep going back loop only. I mean, there are lots of other pumpkin patterns out there that are so cute and adorable, but none is as easy and kind of like a mindless crochet as this one. honestly. This one you can do anywhere. You can crochet this one anywhere. You can, let's see, turn, single crochet, back loop only. You don't even have to have a pattern, a number, like, oh, I have to start with, this many rows. I have to start with this many chains. You make it unique and special for you. Every single pumpkin can be different, and usually the ones that I do, they are, because I usually don't remake the same exact size. I just don't. I don't know why. I mean, every single one of them is adorable and cute and perfect, so I don't know why I don't like redo the size, right? But I just like all the different sizes and the different shapes and the different whatever, because it just, to me, seems like a real pumpkin patch. Because when you go to the pumpkin patch, they're all different, you know? Even if it's just, and I don't even mind if, like, when I'm stuffing it, like, I overstuff a little bit over here. I usually like squish it around and make it kind of like a little bit off, just so that they're not like perfect pumpkins, because who has perfect pumpkins? Every now and then you find the perfect pumpkin, but usually there's just a little bit of a sway one way or the other, and I like that, you know? So, this is how you do it. This is how we do it, and we just keep on going, and your stitches are going to be the exact same for every single row. You're going to want to make sure, you're going to want to make sure that you don't have too many in a row, and you just keep going. I think I'm going to just keep going this morning, and with my back loop only single crochet, and then I'll show you how I stitch it together. It's not hard. But this is going to just, take a couple minutes. And so let me talk about that sweater that I'm making. And that sweater, the woman that did that pattern, she actually has, she has it broke down for 2T, 3T, 4T, 5T, 6 and 6X, all children's sizes, 7, I don't know if she does like 7, 8, and then 9, 10. I don't remember. But she has it broken down with guides for other sizes. And so that's really neat. She also has the directions for adults, from small to, I think, maybe 5X, if I'm remembering correctly. So, I guess it was just very easy to come up with the numbers, and so she did, and which is really nice. So, anyway, her link, the link that Alice shared, will take you to the child's one, and then below in the body of that there should be a link to the adult size, and that one is actually, it says it's for women. It's called Every Kid Sweater. Oh, you would do what, but you don't know how? The back loop only? You don't know how to do the back loop only? Or what, Judy? Help us out and we'll help you out. So see how it's starting, like see how I can almost, like, this would be really mini, right? Too little. I'm gonna go, because you want it to resemble a pumpkin when it's done. You don't want it to, but see how you have to like make it longer than what you think maybe you would need to, because you want it to be wide enough and around enough, because when you pull those the top and the bottom in, it's going to make it look squat. So you want to make sure that you have enough to go all the way around, right? Yes. So Anyway, so this is really easy. Turn, single crochet, or chain one, single crochet, back loop only, and just keep on going until you get it wide enough. Just every now and then, like, put the ends together and see if it's something that will easily go together. Let's see. Oh, share a pic of your centerpiece. Okay, if you could do that on, you can't do that here, but if you could do that on your, on our Facebook page, you could do that. If it's on your phone, yes, thanks, Lori. If it's on your phone, you just go on there and you click on the photo, you know, where you're going to share, and then it should bring up your gallery, your photo gallery, and then you just pick that one and then say done. And it should allow you to share the photo. That would be so pretty if we could see that. That would be so pretty. So anyway, my my idea was to get this one done, this sweater done. This is the smallest of all of them. You know, she's 2T, and Mama said, you know, 4T. I probably should have gone with a 4T because this is a roomy sweater. It's a, what do they call it? Like comfy, relaxed fit sweater. And I probably should have gone with that. And the, then my 4-year-old, soon to be 5-year-old, may actually fit this 5T better than the 2-year-old would. She's 2.5. Oops, let me hold this up. Okay, so here we go. And just make sure that you are getting all the way to the end because you want to make sure that it's nice and straight. And then see, I'm going to like curve it around. See, it's still a little bit, yeah. I need to just make it just a couple more rows just to make it fun and comfy. Alrighty. And then I have a neat way of doing the top and the bottom. I gather one end and then I stuff it, and then I bring my needle with the thread, with the end, and I bring it up through the middle of the stuffing, and then I go around and weave in that end and then pull it, and then as I'm pulling, it's pulling from the bottom, so it's giving it that little indentation, and so that's helping with the shape of the pumpkin. So anyway, we're going to keep doing this, and you can see how, you know, for such a short thing, it really is, you know, we really are going long with this, because if we sew it right now, it may be perfect right now. If we sew it right now and then bring in this end and that end, it's going to be little. It's going to be really little. So I'm going to, da, da, da. Here we go. I'm going to do a couple more rows. Not very many. I'm just not used to doing something this tiny, but I wanted to be able to finish it really quick so that I could show you. This size right here would be super cute if you have someone, if you, let's say you work in an office and you have someone who, good morning, Angelise. Yes, you can only do it on the Facebook page. You can't share photos here. So if you had someone, you know, if you worked in an office and you could just make one of these up in about, oh, I don't know, a half hour, not even. It's been 34 minutes that I've been on here, but I think I've been working on this, what, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15? I don't know. So, okay, one more row, and then I'm calling it quits on this one, and I am going to show you how to, let's see, have I done that? No. Show you how to bring it up and make it all come together. So This is just such a fast little project. I really like it. I have not done a formal video of it. So consider this, you know, a little special thing for my friends. You. Candy bar gift and happy. Yes. Yes. For the mail carrier. That's nice. That's nice. Yay. Thank you, Angelise. God bless you. Even if they're all the same size, they all look different. They do. They do. Yes. Oh, okay. Alice said she did specific sizes so that she could put a price tag on them for her sales. Smart thinking. Smart thinking, Alice. Yeah. Okay, so I'm at the end here and yep, done there. So what I'm going to do is bring these together, and you know me, I do as little sewing as possible, So what I'm going to do is I'm at the end. I did not chain one because I'm at the end and I want to have an even Steven. And so let's see. I am going to, am I going to back loop only this one? I think I am. So when I'm here, I'm going to attach, I'm going to crochet this end to this end. Now remember, this end is just the chain end, okay? And then this is where you're crocheting. So I'm going to back loop only still as I crochet them together, okay? So I'm just going to go directly into that, well, I am going to chain one. I'm going to go into that just like I'm back loop only, and then I'm going to find the end here, and I'm going to slip stitch them together. Let me see. Did I slip stitch or did I single crochet? I think I'm going to single crochet them together. You know why? Because then I'll have a ridge. So back loop only, and then go into that stitch corresponding with the other side, single crochet, then go into the next one, back loop only, try to find that corresponding stitch, single crochet, back loop only. Now if you want to slip stitch, go ahead. If you like the way it looks better with a slip stitch, you go right ahead, my dears, because this is the way we make it our own, right? So this is what I'm going to do. I just don't mind that ridge of the single crochet because this is all ridges. So I kind of encourage that, you know. There we go, and back loop only. And I'm almost at the end here. The last one, and back loop only. Go into there. There we go. So now I have a tube. You see that? I have a tube. So what I'm going to do here is fasten off with a very long thread. And I always go longer than what I need, but that's okay, because you just never know. There we go. So fasten off with a very long thread, give it a little tug. So now we have a little tube, and see how this right here is where I crocheted. See how it has that ridge, but here's a ridge and here's a ridge. So it might be a little bit more than the other one, but if you don't like it, you can also turn it inside out. But see, I like that ridge, so I'm going to keep it. And then what I'm going to do is find a needle. And looky here, this is what I've got. I don't really like to use this needle for this kind of project because but my needles are probably in another bag because the loop is so big. I don't know if you can even see it. Can you see that loop? There you go. It's so big that the yarn just slips right out. Too easy. So what I'm going to do here is just go in and out, in and out, and I'm going to just, you know, I'm just gonna weave in and out this way, like I'm sewing, right? Why not? If you want to do it one stitch at a time, you go for it. I'm not going to in this instance. There we go. And then I'm just going to pull this through. There we go. And then I'm going to just keep going around, in and out of one of the ends. Just, you know, gather some. Good morning. Good morning, Elaine. Gather some together. And this one is small enough that it won't take that much. See how that just likes to slide if you're not holding it? There we go. And then, now the nice thing is I stopped and started right where the original tail was. So I know that that's where I'm going to stop. Okay. And so I'm actually going to go right beyond that original tail end. And here we go. I'm going to tuck this in, the original tail end, and then I'm just going to give this a little tug and see how it comes together. I'm going to give it a little tug so you can see how it comes together. Yay! And then I'm going to stuff it. Yay! I'm going to stuff it. And you know what? I didn't come prepared with any stuffing. Let me see. Dun, 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 dun. Let me see. I know I have stuffing. I just don't know. Okay. All right. Okay, so instead of going and looking for some stuffing, I have some yarn, which I was going to use as scrap yarn. So I'm going to just cut some of that and stuff it. Let's see if that's going to be enough. There's that, and I've got some scrap yarn. Almost enough. Let me get a little bit more. That might be a little too much, but we'll see. Okay, so there's that. Let me get my yarn on the needle again. Now what we're going to do is from the bottom where we have sewn this, we are going to go up through the middle. Well, you know what I like to do first is to kind of secure this a little bit, right? I just like to go in and secure this knot just a little bit at the very bottom, so that I know that if it gets played with by a child or if it gets squished a little bit, it's not going to open up and just, you know, come apart. So now what I'm going to do is find the center. I'm going to go straight up from the center, go straight up into the center. There we go. And so now I'm going to gather the top. Okay, so I'm just going to go over to a side, and I'm going to start on any side, and I'm just going to do exactly what I did with the bottom. Just going to go in and out until I have a nice gather. And then once I have a nice gather, and then I can pull it a little bit, and then we'll have that little indentation from both ends. And kind of stuff that in. And you'll see, you'll feel where it started right here. So you're going to keep going until you get around. There we go. And once you get around to where you started, then you can secure it. And you don't want any of that stuffing to come out. And so then what you're going to do, like hit the stuffing, give it a little squeeze. There you go. There you go. Now remember, one end you're going to put the, you know, there we go. You're going to put, now look at that. See that little tiny pumpkin? Oh my goodness, it's so cute. The one end you're going to put the stem. And I have seen where someone has put, oh, see what happens? I don't know. I mean, it's nice when you have a really short yarn tail, because then you can like weave the needle in and out wherever you want it to go, and then hook the yarn in. But just general weaving your ends in, this is not my preferred needle. So I'm just going to go in and out a little bit. And then go down to the bottom again. I'm just gonna like work it out so that, and then give it a little squish so that it looks like what I want it to look like. Can you see? And then once I have that done, then I can work on doing a stem. So that's how easy it is to make a pumpkin. So I know this is a tiny one, and it's a, you know, kind of like a little mini version. I'll hold it up with my hand so that I can show you just how little it is. But yeah, and this is a plastic needle too, so you know that gives its own challenges, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. It does. So let's see if I weave in some ends. Let's see if I can be done with this. Hey, here we go. And I'm just going to weave it in and out a couple different directions. The nice thing about using a small hook, so here we go. Okay, so here is my pumpkin. Now this one is an extra small one. Have a great day, Judy. Have a great day. So you see how tiny this one is. Okay, so this one is super cute. Like if you have your little cornucopia and you want to have a little pumpkin, now I have a little pumpkin for my cornucopia. Yay. Yay. And then just, you know, making a tendril is not hard. You just, well, the hardest part is finding the end of the yarn, right? Right. You know, you just single crochet so many up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you just like skip the first chain, and you can do like 2 single crochets in each one, and it will just start to curve. If that's too big, which, you know, for one this big, it may be maybe too big. I don't know. We'll see. It's not hard. Hey, Wendy, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. And so Wendy, I have been procrastinating, and I am so sorry. There we go. So do you see that? I just did like 10, and then I did 2 single crochets in each one, and it might be too big, but then again, it might not be. It might be too big, but we'll see. We'll see. So I'm just going to fasten off, leaving enough, and then what I like to do when I'm at the end here, what I will do is tie a knot with the 2 ends, and that way there we go, and that way both ends are secure and it's coming from one part, and then we're going to take our needle and we're going to just sew it in. And I think what I'm going to do is go straight through the middle. Like, let's see, I want, which side do I want to be the top? I think I want this to be the top. And see how my pumpkins aren't even, because I didn't really pay attention to, you know, how I stuffed it. I just stuffed it. And plus the way I do my thread, I think it tends to pull on one side. So mine tend to kind of have a little homemade look or homegrown look. Oh no, where did that go? And I'm okay with that. A little homegrown look, right? And so, oh, let's put both of these in here. I guess that's a good thing with this, huh? Because I can put both strands of thread in there and pull them both through at the same time, except that I went too far. Here we go. You can't go too close, because then it makes it really, 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 really hard. Here we go. So ta-da, ta-da. And I pulled these both through. There we go. There we go. Oh my goodness. So probably what I should have done, because this is so tiny, is what you can do is like crochet 2 of them, just regular single crochets, and then do 2 together, and that'll give a little spin, and then 2, you know, regular single crochets, and then do 2 together, because then you won't have quite so much of a curlicue, but that's okay. And I pulled both of these strands through together, and I'm okay with that. And what I'm going to do is then they came through the same strands. I'm going to tie a knot and tie another knot what I'm doing. And because it went through some kind of threads in there, it did. Tie one more knot, and then I'm going to clip it. And then I'm going to take my needle and stick it in the side, and I'm going to go in there. Let's see if I can do this backwards. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let me go over on this side here. And I'm going to, well, first I'm going to see if I can shove this in. And I can. Did you see how I'm like starting to shove that in? See how I'm starting to shove the knot in? So I got the knot in. Oh, this is working just fine. So I got the knot in, and then I'm going to go on the side and just kind of scoot that in. With the tip of the hook, just kind of scoot it in. There we go. There we go. And I'll just continue to work on that a little bit. See, it's almost all the way in. And I'll just work on it until it's all the way in. It has a knot on it, right? It is knotted through the batting, or in this case, you know, I used yarn, scrap yarn. And so anyway, this is a cute little pumpkin. And if you want to, you can like do that. Like, look at that. You can just make it, there you go. That's even cuter, isn't it? It looks like a little curly cue. So what I did was I just like opened it up so that it would be like that. So yeah, that's how you make your pumpkins. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, no problem. There we go. Oh yeah. Of course, I just pulled it back out. But once you work on that a little bit, oh yeah. See, there you go. And there you go. So here's the little pumpkin. And that didn't take long at all. I mean, it really didn't. So with all the chitter chatter and everything, it didn't take long at all. There's one other pattern that I want to share with you, and I found this on Annie's website. Annie is the, I was going to see if it would say, so I found this on Annie's website, and this is for, it's an autumn Hughes kitchen rug, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So this is made using 4 strands of yarn together and a cue hook. And I wanted to share it with you because this pattern is a paid pattern. So I can't share it with you. But it is Autumn Hughes Kitchen Rug. And I found this on the Annie's website. It was not expensive. It was $2.99. And it says, make a rug for your kitchen in under 4 hours. You bet. Just hold 4 strands of worsted weight yarn together in colors to match your decor and grab your size 16 millimeter crochet hook. And so this one, it shows the autumn hues because, you know, we're in autumn right now, so why wouldn't it? But here's the thing, you can use the same technique with your colorways to make a rug to fit your lifestyle. So like it has, now it's using Lion Brand's Vanna's Choice medium worsted weight acrylic, which would be like a 4 weight. And it's using Rust, Autumn Print, Dusty Green, Fisherman, and Chocolate. So if you use this, and let's say you had blues or greens or reds or, you know, whatever color you have, you could turn this into a rug for your kitchen in your colors. And how pretty would that be? This would also be really pretty as a rug for outside of your shower or next to your bathtub. Really, really pretty. And you can make it in your colors and, you know, change it up for the seasons. So I just wanted to share this with you. This is on my to-do list. It's on my short to-do list. And so this is one of the ones. This one, plus the Every Kid sweater pattern, which is this, plus the Every Girl sweater pattern, which is in, you know, women's sizes. So her Every Kid sweater pattern, she had a sweater. Now she uses Karen cakes, just Karen cakes, not Karen latte cakes, not Karen anything cakes. It's just Karen cakes. And so she uses that. So her sweaters have just a natural striping to them, which is really nice. Actually, it's more like a block, you know, so it's really nice. I don't think my family would enjoy the blocking as much. Plus I don't have any of that, but I have this yarn in a solid, so I'm going with what I got. And so just because somebody says, oh, you have to use this yarn, she actually didn't say you had to use this yarn. She said, this is what I'm using, this is how I'm using it, this is how much it's taking to actually finish this project. You can use whatever worsted weight yarn you want. And so I think that this would be a really nice pattern for even, you know, a cotton. But I'm using an acrylic because hopefully it won't stretch as much. I'm seeing that it is rather comfy, and so we'll see. We shall see. I think my little 4-year-old, I think I'm going to, well, I'm going to see how this one turns out. I'm going to measure it, and then I'm going to ask my daughter-in-law to measure the girls, and so I'll see before I finish whether it's gonna fit or not, because I have a feeling that this one's gonna fit the older girl. Now the difference in the girls mostly is how tall they are. You know, the older girl is a little taller than the babies, so I think the torso part might need to be taller for my almost 5-year-old, and than it is for, obviously, for the 2-year-old, because they're both really tiny little girls, but they're very tall, or one is anyway. So anyway, so that's what I wanted to share with you this morning. The actually 3 projects, because the one is the Every Girl sweater, and so that is the adult sizes. It goes from small to, I believe, 5X, and but it would be very easy to adapt. And then the Every Child sweater, the Every Kid sweater, and that one, it's good to have, you know, a guide for sizes. It really is. So we'll see how that works out for my kids. And and then this rug, because they're saying that this rug will take 4 hours to finish, but you know, it's only 15 rows and then a border. So maybe if you take your time, 15 rows would take 4 hours, but I don't see how it would. I think mostly it's just the changing of the colors, because you go so far, you start out with 2 of one color and then 1 of, you know, 2 other colors. So you essentially start out with 3 colors but 4 strands, and then you get so far, and then you take one of those strands that you have 2 of and you switch to another color. So you're slowly transitioning, which I really like that idea. I like it a lot. So guys, thanks for indulging me while I showed how to make a mini pumpkin. Adjust it to your size, to your liking, and make them as big or as small as you want. This one's super cute, and make the tendrils however you want. And yeah, I can even stand it on end. I can twist it back if I want. If I want to do this, I can just twist it back. It's very versatile. But see, I can see right here, this is where I did my thread. Um, but I like using the the F hook, because then you can't really see through the inside. When I first started making these, I used too big of a hook, which is a common mistake for new people, new amigurumi people. If you are new to amigurumi or making anything stuffed toy-ish, that is a common mistake, using a hook that you think you would need to use when actually you need to go 1 or 2 steps down. So anyway, this is the cute little pumpkin. And with that, I'm going to leave you. I hope that you have a wonderful day and stay safe, be kind, and get hooking and hook up one of these little pumpkins. Have a great day. Much love to everyone.